The two gymnasts in the team really weren't of quite the same quality, so they'll be after this gold medal. She'll have all the pressure on her shoulders.
Well, we're going to get this all around rhythmic gymnastics final underway. You get a real opportunity to pick your favourite gymnast. This is one of the oldest competitors in the competition. Already got a team gold. Welcome to perform on the floor with the hoop is Carmel KALLEMA. Scored 28.3 in the team competition with this apparatus.
And qualified second all around. Beautifully elegant gymnast. Cleanly through. The risky parts of the routine are the high throws. Super extension. Lovely catch right behind the head. Fabulous pirouettes. Super artistry. Clean. Oh, she'll be delighted with that as her opening routine. Was third with this apparatus in qualification. Such an elegant performer. You can see how high the apparatus is when they throw it. The higher it goes, the more elements they can go and do underneath. However, of course, it also takes a long time for the apparatus to come down, and one of the things the gymnast has to try and do is cram in as many difficult elements as possible. 20 of the difficulty with the apparatus count towards their total.
And a real focus on the artistry within these routines. As much for artistry as anything else, these gymnasts really have to sell the performance and work in time with the music. And the height that they throw some of this apparatus, Christine, it's a good job there's a high ceiling in this arena, because they do launch into the atmosphere, don't they?
They do, and you see they have to be able to finish their elements under the throw and catch with ease. She had 8s for both execution and artistry yesterday. It looked pretty secure to me today. The execution is whether there were any mistakes. They take from 10.
Good score, 27.3. So not just as good as yesterday, but it puts her in. Of England, Susanna Shabazian of Canada in third, and Anna Sokolova, we've just seen there, in third position.
Canada, let's welcome back Carmel.
Straight on to the next apparatus. It's the ball, and leading out this competition, 24-year-old Canadian Carmel KALLEMA posted 26.65 in qualification.
So the gymnasts stay in the same order. She'll be first on each apparatus.
Only a fool maybe takes things for granted. Just because it's here today, it can be gone tomorrow. And that's one thing that you'll never in your life ever have to worry about me.
Super pirouettes.
If I'll ever change towards you, because baby, I love you. Girl, I love you. Just the way you are.
Fantastic flexibility. Really performs like a ballerina.
Someone to talk to. I want you.
Beautiful, expressive work. Well, what a performance. Absolute beauty with the ball.
Yeah, 24 years of age and showing all of that experience. She was born in Estonia and represented Estonia at the World Championships 2014, 2015, done the test event for Rio, and then started competing for Canada in 2019. And her mother, Janina Mulder, is a former world champion, so no family pressure there at all, Christine.
No, and you can see that real classical training. All these gymnasts spend hours at the ballet bar, and you can see that the whole foundation of her work, the way she can move so effortlessly, comes from the discipline of the ballet dancer.
I also think it's the appropriate music choice to her performance, and that's key, really. They've got to perform to the music and tell the story. And I always feel like when we watch this performance, you almost drift away.
Yeah, she certainly, as a commentator, don't feel you want to intrude on it. It was such a complete performance. She generally hasn't had the most difficulty in the routines, but what I would say is that she's the gymnast that's married difficulty and performance the most seamlessly.
Yep, totally agree. Let's see what the judges think. 26.35 puts her into first place.
But as you see, the difficulty down 10 points.
Before we start, I can tell you that the outcome of the inquiry for Marfa Ekimova, the score remains unchanged. And now, our first gymnast.
So just to let you know, the inquiry for Marfa Ekimova
Carmel
went in has been unchanged, so the score will remain the same. So get rotation 3 underway. Very tricky piece of apparatus are the clubs. And first up from Canada, Carmel KALLEMA, top scorer with this apparatus in qualification.
Super height on those leaps. And super control on the pirouettes, building the difficulty as she goes. Telling the story of the music. Oh, really well negotiated that. Lovely performance to Super Trooper, And she certainly is that. Such an elegant gymnast. Such maturity of performance. Her top, she's probably the top gymnast for artistry and execution, but her difficulty scores haven't quite held up today. You need to be looking to be in the 12s to be at the top of the table.
Well, this is her most difficult routine, Christine, 13.2 on difficulty. I didn't think it was as sharp as yesterday, and she had a few little errors at the start, which the judges will pick up, but when you've got such a high start value, and I've noticed a little thing she does at the end of each performance is she kisses her equipment out of respect, a little thank you for getting me through.
Yes, well, if she can make a 13.2, then she definitely will be high up there. But I think you were right, Craig. There were just a couple of little moments that weren't quite secure. The clubs are so difficult, of course.
Scores 27.1, so a fair bit down on yesterday, Christine.
Well, nearly 2 marks. I think that's what the judges are really taking off.
Performances for all of our all-around gymnasts.
Well, we're into
Make
the
some noise
final
now to
round
welcome
of this
back to the floor
competition.
From Canada,
Things are looking
Carmel,
good
KALLEMA.
for Marfa Ekimova of England. She's leading the competition. But first up, Carmel, KALLEMA of Canada with the ribbon.
Well, she's leading, but with the tiniest of gaps, 0.05. But this was my favourite routine of yesterday.
I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. City of dreams, city of sirens, city of kings. You can feel the light flow through these streets. This is where the great ones sound their feet. From the boogie down all over the uptown. Staten Island, be bringing back down. Hey, what's happening? Best time of it. Say it right, yeah. Make it there, I'll make it. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. New York.
Such great control.
I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps and find I'm king of the hill, top of the list, king of the hill, hey, number one. It's up to you, New York, New York.
Wow, fabulous routine. She's been fabulous all day, but hasn't quite had the start scores. But I just want to put it right. I gave you the wrong information. Ekimova is, in fact, 0.7 in the lead. So that is a significant lead going into this last piece.
But as you've seen throughout this competition, Christine, just one loss of concentration, drop of the apparatus, and the scores can plummet. So we just need to not get too excited, even though me and you are edging closer and closer to the rhythmic floor, and we're about, well, we're up in the gods, aren't we? But yeah, I'm getting closer and closer to the monitor, being drawn in by this competition. But this young lady, the oldest in the competition at 24, has got a real personality and maturity to her performances, and a bit like Ekimova, of an actress. It's like almost watching an actress on stage, but from a totally different perspective.
Yes, and that's very much what the judges and the Federation of International Gymnastics have been looking for, more artistry on the performances.
Score comes in, 27, identical to what she scored in qualification. She's in first place for now.